Happy New Year! I'm so excited about 2026. It's just like a breath of fresh air, and I just have countless goals, and I am really trying to go out and get everything God has for me in this year. Um, and I'm just excited about that. I feel like I'm being very intentional. I am setting goals for myself that I am creating strategies on how to create them. It's been years since I have created a vision board, but this year I did a little something different and I'm excited about it. I'm gonna show it to y'all. It is a digital vision board. It's so cute. I love it. And so what it is I really put together all the pictures that I wanted to use, which I got from Pinterest, literally screenshot all of them, included them into my digital vision board. I wrote down like the categories in which I have goals for, like family, money, um just I can't even think of all of them at the top of my head, but it's like 4 or 5 different categories, what I want to accomplish in each of those categories. And I was able to create like a I was able to create like um daily goals that I want to accomplish, and as well as like a rewards system. Like, okay, hold on. Like a rewards point system for myself. And so, like I said, with each goal, I have different strategies and different steps on how to create on or how to, achieve those goals. And once I check off so many, it will give me X amount of points. And once I reach a certain level, like it's gold, diamond, silver, platinum, legend, once I reach a certain level, I can choose a reward that I set for myself. Maybe it's a spa day, maybe it's a solo trip vacation. It could be anything. Like, it is so dope. I can't wait to show it to you. So, with that, I'm going to share some of my top 3 goals for 2026. um it's gonna be such a great year. Like, my birthday is obviously always on the same day, which is 6/26, but this year is 6/26/26. I'm so excited. So some of my top 3 goals, I'm gonna share with you my top 3 goals. Number 1, spend more time with family. This year I was able to go on a family trip for the holidays, and we had such a good time. Like, it was just a reminder of how important it is to spend time with family, be intentional. Sidebar, I haven't been on a vacation in 7 years. Like, that sounds crazy. I haven't been on a vacation since my honeymoon. Literally got married, went on a honeymoon, had kids, and that was all she wrote. Like, it was just life happened, more responsibilities came on, and so I had to, be a mom, be present, do what I had to do. And so vacations was at not even on my list. I can't even say at the bottom. They wasn't even on my list. I wasn't even eligible for a vacation, to be quite honest. But spending more time with family is so important. And as much as I love going out and being on vacation with my family, excuse me, sir, I'm recording a video, okay? Don't interrupt it, sir. And so as much as I love like going like on a plane and um you know going outside of the country, things like that, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the only form of vacation I can go on. I can literally go anywhere. We could plan a staycation where we are locally at a hotel. I remember last year we went on when my son was on spring break, we went to an indoor water park. That's like that can be considered a vacation. So really spending time with family and being intentional about that time by planning it out, excuse me, by making a plan, sticking to that, and really following through so you can spend time with family. On top of spending time with family, it's super important to get videos. Pictures are cool, that's one thing, but it's another thing to actually have footage, and it brings back the memories, and you go back in time during that moment of what you were experiencing. And it's also a wonderful thing that you can share with your children and future generations, and that will last generations to come. And so definitely take videos. Technology is too good these days for us to not utilize that. And so that is definitely on top of my list. My second goal for 2026 is attend more events. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also coming out of alignment with not speaking up, not pitching myself, my business, and my services, and being shy. Like, that's no longer me. Like, closed mouths don't get fed. I read somewhere a girl said, you too broke to be shy. And I felt that so much because it's like, that's how you build relationships. You make connections, you meet the right people, and that's where eventually money will be exchanged. Eventually, somebody you connect with at one event is going to refer you to the next person who has a full community they can send your way, right? And so definitely attend more events. I want to be intentional about getting in the room because for the last 6 years since COVID, can you please close the door? Because that's too loud. I can't talk over him. Take that with you. Close the door. I look over. He's over there. Close the door, please. Too loud. I'm too loud? Yeah. I'm sorry. Shut back the door. Shut back. All right, I'm back. So, what was I saying? Oh, I've been a virtual queen since 2020, since COVID. Everything's virtual, nobody's in person, and so that became the wave. And then once I had one kid, I had two kids, and so getting out of the house outside of getting my hair done, nails done every once in a while, nothing else was priority for me. Working from home, so it didn't really make sense for me to be outside. But 2026, baby, I'm going to be in the room. I have talked to a few people in these last few weeks, and that's all I keep hearing. Get in the room. Sign up for this because it's going to give you access to X, Y, and Z. And I am in such a I'm in a good position right now to where, I have some receipts and, client reviews and people who have invested money into me and learning more about my business so that I can confidently show up in a room and explain to you what my business is, explain to you how I bring value and what you can benefit and learn and why you need to invest in me. And so that used to be one of my concerns, like, okay, I'm gonna get in a room full of people and what I'm gonna say. Like, I know exactly what I'm gonna say now. I know exactly how I'm going to present me and my business, and all I need is an invitation. So if you know of any events coming up in 2026, especially those geared to wealth building, legacy planning, entrepreneurship, please send the invitation my way because I want to be in a room this year. My third top goal is to get organized with my goals and really go out and kill it. Like, that's another reason why I was intentional about creating this vision board, because it's on my phone. I forgot to mention, I was able to make it into an app using specific software. And so, baby, we on our phone all the time. At least I am. So I'm on my phone. This is my screensaver. It is simply the click of a button for me to look at this thing every day, for me to tally up my points. It's like I'm in a challenge with myself. Competition is me and me. And so I am really excited about the plans that I have for this year. I have been all of my life like a person who's always organized, a person who always has big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, but I struggle with the consistency piece of it. I struggle with following through and seeing things to the end. And so that is no longer. That is no longer. And so I have written down and put in this app a ton of things that I want to accomplish this year. And this is my year of execution. And you will see that on the video, the clip that I include somewhere in here about my my app. But I just explained to y'all the digital vision board. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, just getting organized and really execute, execute, execute. Okay, so here is my digital vision board. I'm scrolling through the screenshots I took from Pinterest that are a part of my vision for the year or associated with my goals in some way. Further down, you're going to see the categories. Each category has its own set of goals. This one says debt-free household. And so these are the things I need to check off to reach that goal and get those 100 points. These are the rest of my goals. I also have daily non-negotiables. And further down, we're going to see the point system. So there are incentives to me accomplishing my goals. I can get a spa day, a solo trip, whatever I set for myself. Another major goal of mine this year is to continue building my relationship with God. For the past 2, maybe 3 years or so, I have been getting closer to God, and it's so beautiful to build a relationship with God on your own. I cannot stress that enough. Even speaking for myself, somebody who was born and raised in the church, going to church often, weekly Bible studies and things like that, and really just getting to know God for myself, because you get into a place where you are doing things out of habit. And I noticed that as an adult, even prayers as a habit. For example, we have memorized saying grace. We have memorized the daily prayer, the Lord's Prayer. We have memorized certain prayers. Like, I remember it didn't hit me that I had memorized this. I was praying the prayer of, Lord, thank you for my health and my strength, the activity of my limbs, being in my right mind. And it didn't hit me until I actually experienced somebody not being in that right mind. And I was like, God, I thank you. Like, we have to really build a relationship with God for ourselves. And I'm so excited to be able to do that as an adult on my own. I recently started my own Bible study by myself, though, just me and God. And it's been going really good. Like, it's so good. I'm like 5 days into this. And I'm going to share a little snippet. Right now, I'm reading about Elijah. And I don't know if before I knew of the name Elijah, but I don't know if I fully knew the story of Elijah. And now I haven't completed it yet. Like I said, I'm only 5 days in. But what I was really blessed by was chapter 18 and 19. And now in this Bible plan, let me preface too, I love me some Chat GPT. GPT. G as in George, P as in Paul, T as in Tom. Chat GPT. And we like go together so much that I can just stay on my phone like, hey girl, and she will respond and ask what it is that I need. And so, hey G. All right. So, the story of Elijah, reading currently 18 and 19. Specifically 19. Now, the high level, the story of Elijah is about him really getting frustrated because there are so many people who are worshiping other gods, specifically Baal. My kid's playing right now because they know I'm in here making a video. So he's frustrated that these people are worshiping Baal, and he does like a little challenge, if you will, with them at some point, and he's like, you get a bull, I get a bull, and we will each worship our own God. Whichever God is able to put fire to this sacrificed animal, that is the true living God. And so they each get their bull, the animal that they're sacrificing, and they put it in a designated area, and he is such a gentleman, he lets them go first. But at one point he begins to mock them. He's like, talk a little louder, he might be resting, like. So nothing happens on their end, and so then it's his turn. And after his prayer, immediately God sets the bull to fire. And so now he instructs that everyone who has worshipped Baal is gone, right? They need to get out of here. And so he comes to a point where he's like, I'm here alone, out here doing this, like I'm outnumbered. And to make a long story short, the part that resonated with me the most is the moment in which God instructed him to go out to the mountains because God is there. That's where you will hear him. And while he goes out to the mountains, y'all, so good. The first thing that happens to him is a windstorm. Now, the windstorm is so heavy that rocks begin to fall while he's on a mountain. God is not there. My boy could have said, I'm out. I'm on the mountains. Rocks is falling. Deuces. The second thing that happened is an earthquake. Now, if you ever know anybody who's been in an earthquake, they are in shelter, they're in a home, in a building, and still everything around them is shaking. Now imagine being on a mountain. Still, he does not leave. Then there is fire. Still no God. He's not there. But after the fire, God shows up in a whisper. He has stood the test of time, and it resonated with me so well, because it's like God saw that he stood firm through the windstorm, the earthquake, and the fire. And just think about that in your life and the things that you have experienced. Did you give up? I read something. They took my paper, but earlier it says something to the effect of, oh my God, I gotta find it because it was so good. It wasn't even related to this particular scripture, but it still applied. Yes, it was. It was the scripture. What are you expecting God to shout instead of whisper? And what noise do you need to quiet? Like, just think about that. And in your own time, go read. It's the story of Elijah in 1 Kings 18 and 19. Super good. I hope you enjoy it just as much as I am. And so that's what I will leave you with today. It is New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. I pray that you have an amazing year and that you are intentional about your time, your goals, and whatever it is that you want to accomplish this year. If you are super excited like me, 2026, if you're super excited like me, drop in the comments at least one goal that you want to accomplish this year. Excuse me. It could be anything. It could be anything. One of my goals is to drink more water, and this is my green juice. It's water with my own little chlorophyll mix, but it could be anything. It could be drink more water. It could be walk 30 minutes a day or do some type of movement 30 minutes a day. Whatever that looks like for you, drop it in the comments. I'm just curious to see what everyone else's plans are for the new year. And you never know, maybe we could cheer each other on. Enjoy your day, and cheers to 2026.